Hi everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel. I had a lot of fun filming the last video for you, but today's look is going to be something that is quick. If you're new to doing makeup or smoky eyes, this is definitely something that is going to be really easy to use. I used 3 colors. You can get away with just using 2. And just minimal brushes as well. I wanted to make it as simple as possible. Really didn't take me long to do. It's definitely something that's a go-to of mine. If it's just I want to spruce myself up a little bit more during the day and just have a little bit of eyeshadow on, or if I'm going out and I just want to not have too crazy of a smoky eye but still just look like I'm playing up my own features, it's definitely something really versatile and it's foolproof. You know it's going to work each time. Now with my day job, I am still on video with my coworkers for our video conferences, our current and prospective clients as well. We're doing more virtual meetings, so definitely want to make sure I still look put together and professional. And even with new candidates that I interact with too, I want to make sure I still look like I showed up to work. I'm still putting some effort into just taking care of myself, regardless if I'm doing it from home or in the office. So really what I'm trying to get a point across is that you can use this look for any and everything on a daily basis, day or nighttime. I did it with a chocolate eyeliner to just kind of make it a little bit more sultry looking, but you can just leave it blank and it's still a very pretty, fresh look. So hope you enjoy it. It was fun to do this again. Let me know what other kind of looks you want to do and share products that you're using and we'll go from there. But enjoy the video. First, I'm going to prep my eye area. I do like to use concealer, so I'm using my Makeup Revolution area. And this is just going to help neutralize your lid area, cover up any discoloration, any darker pigmentation. I'm going to use my beauty blender to just blend that out. And it also makes more of a tacky base for your eyeshadow pigment to adhere to. I know I forgot to explain that step in my last video, but you can use whatever you want. I know I was always using MAC Painterly Paint Pot, but this is definitely something easy to do and quick. So now I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is the MAC 224, and I'm going to press it into that brown color. I'm going to focus that within the crease, and I'm bringing it up onto my brow bone as well, much like what we did last time. Hi, Perry. He's always watching me. It's so cute. My quarantine buddy. Okay, so I'm just going to blend this upward. And again, like I mentioned in my last video, I'm just holding it further back on the brush. So I'm not being heavy-handed with it. So even if you're doing a light smoky eye or really any eyeshadow, it's always easier to build up pigment than to take away. So just take your time and build it up to whatever pigmentation that you want it to be. On my lower lash line, I'm taking a smaller tapered brush. I'm going back in with that same brown color, and I'm just going to do it on the lower lash line because I don't want it too diffused, using a larger blending brush. Okay, so here I accidentally deleted the audio for this section, but I'm just showing that I'm using Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in Wild West. It's a really nice mid-tone, neutral brown color, has a bit of a mauve undertone to it as well, but it really does complement a lot of different skin tones. So sorry I accidentally detached this audio, but I'm using a tapered blending brush. I've shown it a couple other times in some other videos, but I'm using it on the belly of the brush to really pack on that color, and it's going to just softly disperse it along my lid, and I'm blending it gently up into my crease color so everything's more blended and married together. And it looks a bit lighter, but you can see it's just kind of neutral. It's quick. I only use 2 brushes, so it's really easy to use. An extra step that I like to take, just because I do like my neutral smoky eye to be a little bit more defined and sultry looking, even if it is for the day. I'm taking another makeup Geek shadow, and it is called Americano, and it's more of a burgundy brown color. You can use any deep chocolate brown color as well. That's what it looks like. Pardon my nails. I miss my nail tech. I need to take these off. And then I'm going to use a pencil brush. You can use a flat eyeshadow brush as well, just use the tip of it, but really work with what you've got. I'm just showing you pretty much the kind of color scheme that I use on a day-to-day. It's really quick and simple to just pick up and use at any given time. It's almost like a no-brainer kind of a thing. And I'm going to press that along my lash line. And so you just want like a neutral gradient going up. So again, nothing too fussy. Okay, so this is pretty much the eyeshadow part done. Um, I pretty much just replicated everything I did on the top portion onto the bottom portion. A lot of it's just, again, blending and building as you go. What I also like to do for highlighter is I'll use the one that I use on my cheek. I try to keep it more minimal with how many products I'm using, or at least using something that's versatile. So, he's asleep. I mixed these 2 highlighter colors out of this Anastasia Glow Kit palette, and I'm going to just take a mix of the 2 lighter shades, and I'm going to put that through my inner corner. This way it just brightens it up. And I like to light-handedly bring it onto my lid. I don't like when just a highlighter stops right there. I'd like it to be more fluid than that, and it also looks better in pictures too. But just take that extra time with blending as well. And this way it just opens up the eyes. And then I'm going to put it under my brow bone. Focus it more on the arch area, under here, that high point. And then just blend it out throughout the rest of the brow. That on there so it doesn't look harsh. Okay, so going to curl my lashes first. This is going to help the false lashes um, rest a bit more naturally on your eye. And you don't have to do false lashes. Um, it's up to you. I just personally like it. It makes me look more awake than I actually am in the morning sometimes. So I don't mind it. I am putting a thin layer of glue onto my lashes, and I'm doing the dark tone glue, so I'm going to opt out from putting on a wing liner, but again, if I was going out, I would definitely do that. And I'm going to look down into a mirror, and I'm going to rest it onto the root of my lashes, and it really does help once you curl and do mascara first. Some people suggest to wait till it dries completely, but me personally, I would rather it still be a little moist so that you can pinch them together, and it just makes it a lot more comfortable, and it starts to pull the falsies lash band into like the natural groove of your eye. So once you kind of get used to it, it takes a lot shorter time to start applying them. So up to you, but I'm just using my favorite lashes. I get them in a pack of like 6 from like Walmart, and they're the Salon Perfect Wispies ones. They're very comparable to the Ardell Wispies, but I think the Ardell multi-pack is like 11 or 12 bucks, and this is 8 or 9. So it's not too big of a difference, but it's definitely comparable. So taking my much loved NYX Downtown Beauty lip pencil, and I'm just going to align my lips. Okay, and then I'm using the Morphe liquid lip in the shade Taunt. Okay. All right, we are done. Finished another tutorial, so let me know what you think if you try it. Definitely play around with it, but it's a lot easier, especially if you're not comfortable with doing smoky eyes or they're intimidating to you. Doing a neutral colored scheme like this is going to be a good introduction for you to do it, especially since it still looks sultry. It's great for date night as well, or I'm sure you're video chatting with a lot of potentials while we're in quarantine. So I mean, this is a good go-to look once we get out of quarantine as well, because it just plays up and enhances your, your natural features, and it really doesn't take long. So it's a bonus. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, some special appearances from Perry. And comment below if there's any questions that you have, or any other kind of videos that you want me to do. I always know I pop up with my foundation and brows done already just to save some time, but I can always do a separate video for that as well. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love to see if you recreate this look or something similar to it, and enlighten me. Let me see what products you're using, and this way I can broaden whatever I'm using as well and go from there. Talk to you soon. Bye.